Hi. The smogon system has been really popular lately, really. I've seen a lot of people talking about it and even including in other games aside from Pokemon. For example, the idea for this video came from the stream VOD of Mr. Duolog, so I think I'll put him here. Please editing me, put him here. But Duologs, he makes Yu-Gi-Oh content, mostly. And in this stream VOD, he was ranking Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes into the smogon system, which I think was pretty interesting, and that's where the idea for this video came from. So, what makes the smogon system so great, and why should most games try to apply it, even not an official, if not in an official level? It's because the smogon system is just surprisingly easy. There's 5 tiers. The main tier is the first tier, Ouya, which are the most usable Pokemon in this or in other games things. Ouya is the most used tier, then underused Yu, and what doesn't perform well in Yu goes to Ryu, and what doesn't, which is for rarely used, and what doesn't perform in Ryu goes to NU, which is never used. Ubers, which is the ban list, sort of, is what is too good for OU. So let's take, for example, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a fucking powerhouse to be released on OU. For example, Great Tusk, our poor little thing, even though it is one monstrous thing in OU, Mewtwo would be too much for it to handle and for everyone else to handle. So everyone would run a Mewtwo and make the meta unfun. So it went to Ubers. That's the gist of it. There's some like percentage thing for things to drop and rise, but this does not apply for other games. What makes it so easy to apply to other games is just like 2 letters per tier, just an abbreviation, and it's really easy to just visualize and place and make a consensus in the community about. Let's take Yu-Gi-Oh for example. My favorite deck to play is Red Dragon Archfiend, which is, by the consensus of the community, absolutely fucking trash. It goes NU maybe even below that, because by the way, tiers below NU are completely fan-made. Smogon does not recognize anything below NU, but I wanted to include it anyway, so fuck you. So Red Dragon Archfiend would probably go below NU, because it's fucking trash. But I fucking love the deck. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. It's the first pack I've opened and pulled Red Dragon Archfiend. But it's not because it is on NU or below that it can't perform well in competitive events. If I remember well, Red Dragon Archfiend deck won a regionals once, but don't quote me on that. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. Kashtira was a really powerful deck back in October. I'm recording this in January 2024, so in October 23, Kashtira was really fucking strong. It pretty much locked your opponent of doing pretty much anything. So, since Kashtira was too strong, even for the Yu-Gi-Oh equivalent of OU, people are claiming it to be too strong, and it went to Ubers. Konami banned and restricted most of the Kashtira cards, making it virtually unplayable, but it's good. So Kashtira in its full power would be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ubers. For example, Dragon Rulers, which were one of the most powerful decks in Yu-Gi-Oh!'s history, and if they were released in full power today and unbanned, they would still be one of the most powerful decks today. So Dragon Rules are generally consensus to be an Uber tier. But for example, let's take a deck like... Fuck, I don't remember any meta decks right now. Hang on, let me search up. Okay, now a currently really good deck is Branded, which is really powerful, but it's not broken. It's not like Kashtira was back in October. It's not It's not Dragon Rulers at full power a couple of years ago. It's strong, but it's balancedly strong. There is counters to it. So most people agree that it will be an OU tier deck. And there, we keep going down from there. For example, Ally of Justice is an untier deck because it's fucking trash at Side of Catastrophe. You see, what makes smogon tiering system so great. You can apply it to pretty much anything. It's just what's good in meta, OU. What's too good for the meta, Ubers. What is not that good and maybe niche or rogue, below OU. Hey, different setup, different shirt. Because while I was editing and getting the screenshots to put in the video, this part of the video was going to talk about Big Yellow, this YouTuber who talks mainly about fighting games like Smash Ultimate and Pokemon, the competitive singles. And I was 100% sure while recording that he had a video on the smoke tuning system if applied onto the Smash Bros series or something. But when I was going to get a screenshot of it to get the link to the description, it just doesn't fucking exist. So I was talking about uh, Smash Ultimate and how good of a character Fox is. So yeah, fuck me, I'm insane. It's one of those Mandela effect things, but yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, back to the video. Mandela effect is crazy, but Fox has been a really solid and good character in Smash Bros. Series ever since I think Melee or Brawl. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But it's really hard to master, so even though it's really good, it really has a lot of. The skill ceiling is really high. So it's not to the point that it's broken, it's just a really solid character. So it goes on solid OU of Smash Bros. Now let's take for example Ganondorf. Ganondorf Smash Bros is fucking terrible. No one plays Ganondorf. Can you play Ganondorf in a tournament? Of course you can. As long as you have the character and complete the story, you can play Ganondorf as long as you want. But it's really hard to win with Ganondorf. But you can. It's not impossible. And that's, I think it's like another thing that makes this tournament system really good. It makes perfect sense actually. You can bring pretty much any game into a scale of meta viability, and in most games it stands true. Something that is in the lowest tier, that you using one thing in the lowest tier doesn't make it impossible to compete against the highest tiers. But it's going to be more difficult, of course, but that doesn't stop you from doing anything. So that was the video. That might be a little short. This video was completely unscripted, by the way. I really want to do a scripted video in the near future, but I don't know what to talk about. So if you have any suggestions, please comment. Feel free to do what you want. Subscribe or not, I really don't fucking care. This video is below 8 minutes, but I think my camera here is giving me 16 minutes because I needed to re-record half the phrases because I'm fucking an alphabet. Is that a word? Is an alphabet a word? Illiterate in English. So I'm fucking because I can't fucking speak. So my camera is here giving me 16 minutes of footage, but this video is probably going to be cut in half or something. So yeah, this video was completely unscripted, just speaking my mind over things I really like. So yeah, this was the video. I just wanted to speak about something, and yeah, I've been Will. See you soon.